Ma, Mas sekarang ya ada di Tower Kembar. Sangat
From Dubai, I live there. More trees, more green, and nice food, very cheap.
Sekarang aku udah 6 tahun tinggal di Malaysia dan sekarang aku mau ceritain ke kalian transportnya banyak. Jadi kita kalau mau kemana pun lebih mudah dan harganya juga relatif lebih murah. Terus
Malaysia, no winter.
Freezing to this.
Oh hai, oh halo, hai semuanya. Apa kabar teman-teman? Jumpa lagi bersama Sari. Sari doakan dimanapun kalian berada tetap diberikan kesehatan, tetap semangat, dan selalu dilancarkan segala aktivitasnya ya. Oke teman-teman, nah di video kali ini Sari akan mereaksikan beberapa video. Ini ada orang Indonesia juga, ada daripada Papua Nugini, ada daripada Dubai, ada daripada Jepang ya, ada daripada Australia dan lain-lain ya. Karena kita tahu kalau orang yang datang ke Malaysia ini dari mancanegara ya. Apa yang membuat mereka itu yang first time itu suka dengan negara ini? Nah, ini ada daripada Dubai ya. Katanya di negaranya sana itu agak membosankan gitu ya. Tapi kalau di Malaysia ini katanya ada sesuatu yang spesialnya. Nah, daripada negara-negara lain pun ada juga ya. Oke, kira-kira apa-apa saja yang membuat mereka itu betah gitu ya, membuat mereka itu wow dengan negara ini, first time datang ke sini ataupun yang sudah lama tinggal di negara ini. Apa pendapat mereka, pandangannya? So mari kita tonton videonya.
ini dia alasanku kenapa aku bisa betah tinggal di Malaysia sampai 6 tahun.
6 tahun.
Yuhu, sekarang aku udah 6 tahun tinggal di Malaysia dan sekarang aku mau ceritain ke kalian kenapa sih aku kok bisa betah di Malaysia. Oh ya, sebelumnya aku kasih tahu dulu, aku di Malaysia ini kerja as a factory worker atau pekerja kilang. Hal pertama yang membuat aku betah di Malaysia itu sih makanannya ya, karena di Malaysia ini makanannya tuh hampir sama kayak di Indonesia. Malah banyak banget resto Indonesia di Malaysia. Yang kedua yang bikin betah itu lingkungannya. Alhamdulillah di Malaysia ini aku dapat lingkup pertemanan yang sangat baik. Menurutku ini yang paling berpengaruh kalau kita tinggal di perantauan ya, karena baik buruknya kita itu tergantung dengan lingkungan kita guys. Yang ketiga itu public transportnya banyak, jadi kita kalau mau kemana pun lebih mudah dan harganya juga relatif lebih murah. Terus di Malaysia itu banyak banget tempat menarik yang bisa kita kunjungin, jadi kita nggak bosan kalau tinggal di sini guys. Kita bisa explore banyak hal, mulai dari makanan, tempat rekreasi, ataupun tempat hiburan. Pokoknya banyak deh, kalian gak akan bosen kalau tinggal di Malaysia. Oh ya, sebelumnya ini opini aku sebagai worker yang tinggal di Kuala Lumpur ya guys khususnya. Terus lagi, orang Malaysia itu semuanya baik-baik asalkan kita sebagai warga asing bisa menaati segala aturan yang ada di negara ini. Pokoknya sih kuncinya saling menghargai aja guys. Kita menghargai orang sini, mereka juga bakalan menghargai kita. Terus apalagi ya yang bikin betah tinggal di Malaysia? Kayaknya banyak banget deh, tapi aku nggak bisa sebutin semuanya. Kalau kalian, apa yang bikin kalian betah di Malaysia? Oh ya, pasti ada yang bilang gaji ya. Menurut aku gaji ini hampir sama sih kayak di Indonesia. Cuma plusnya kerja di Malaysia ini nggak terlalu banyak aturan kayak di Indonesia. Contohnya aku, mata aku tuh minus. Kalau di Indonesia nggak bakalan bisa keterima guys kerja di pabrik. Tapi di Malaysia ini masih bisa menerima pekerja dengan mata yang minus. Terus tingginya nggak harus 150 lebih. Dan lagi kerja di sini itu banyak banget fasilitas yang aku dapatkan. Kapan-kapan aku jelasin ya fasilitas apa aja yang aku dapatkan selama bekerja di Malaysia. Oh ya, by the way, ini tuh videonya random semua, jadi nggak nyambung banget sama apa yang aku ceritakan di video ini. So, terima kasih sudah menonton.
Ma sekarang ya ada di Tower Kembar.
Anakmu
Sangat
sudah
turis.
sampai KL.
Ya Allah, mantap.
Hai guys, aku international student yang kuliah di Malaysia dan ini adalah alasan-alasan kenapa aku nyesel banget kuliah di sini. WI, ini muka aku tuh habis makeup buat Halloween, jadi ignore aja. Disclaimer, bukan di Malaysia tapi di luar negeri. Pokoknya in general kuliah di luar negeri ya, bukan karena negaranya. Yang pertama adalah aku harus cuci baju sendiri. Kayak waktu dulu aku di rumah itu aku selalu cuci baju itu dicuciin sama mbak. Ya aku tahu aku yang manja, tapi karena aku harus adaptasi
ya,
lagi itu kayak males
mami
banget rasanya nyuci baju sendiri, ngeringin sendiri, terus harus lipat baju sendiri, itu kayak males pol. Kedua adalah aku harus cari teman baru. Kalau misalnya kalian pikir-pikir malas
Kena
banget gak sih,
mandiri
kalian
ya.
tuh harus adaptasi lagi, cari temen lagi. Padahal kalian tuh udah nyaman banget sama temen kalian yang lama waktu SMA. Terus yang ketiga adalah banyak pol event yang bisa kita ikutin. Saking banyaknya tuh sampai kita tuh capek sendiri karena harus ngimbangin antara event dan juga kuliah. Jadi kayak nubruk jadi satu. Apalagi kalau misalnya kalian tuh ikut jadi komite event atau organisasi. Nah itu kalian harus bagi waktu lagi. Itu kayak capek banget, kadang-kadang tuh kayak udah pengen nyerah rasanya. Tapi itu adalah kata-kataku dulu, karena sekarang aku sama sekali nggak nyesel kuliah di luar negeri. Kenapa? Karena semua hal yang aku sebutin tadi itu, kalau misalnya kita ambil sisi positifnya, itu adalah kita tuh dilatih buat mandiri dan juga untuk melatih tanggung jawab sendiri. Kalau misalkan aku kuliah di Indonesia, belum tentu aku bisa mandiri ini, meskipun sekarang emang masih kadang-kadang males. Cuman kan mau nggak mau aku tetap harus nyuci baju sendiri dan apa-apa sendiri,
ya.
which is dimana aku bisa ngelatih tanggung jawabku dan juga kemandirianku pastinya. Terus ikut event tuh capek, ya emang capek, ikut komite tuh emang capek, tapi seru pol guys, at the end tuh seru banget. Apalagi ngikutin event-event kayak Halloween sekarang. Dan di dalam event kita tuh juga bisa kenal sama orang-orang baru, dan juga kita itu bisa menambah relasi. Itu siapa yang bilang kalau misalkan nyari teman baru tuh gak enak? Buktinya sekarang aku seneng banget bisa punya teman baru, meskipun aku juga klik banget sama teman-temanku yang dulu di Surabaya, tapi kayak sekarang aku punya teman baru di sini tuh juga aku kayak sedih sih kalau misalnya harus ninggalin mereka. Soalnya kayak mereka tuh baik-baik banget dan friendly banget, dan mereka tuh ngerti apa yang kita rasain sekarang. Karena kita juga jauh dari keluarga dan sama-sama mau survive di negaranya orang lain. Tapi pasti emang ada sisi nggak enaknya, dan sisi nggak enaknya aku bakal kasih tahu di next video. Tapi buat kalian masih takut buat kuliah di luar negeri atau bingung mau kuliah di luar negeri atau di Indonesia, kalian mending kuliah di luar negeri kalau misalnya kalian have the chance buat kuliah di luar negeri. Oke guys, sekian, bye-bye.
Nah, tadi video yang last ini adalah Cina ya, Cindo, Surabaya. Habislah kakak ini ya. Tadi itu dipromosikannya pula. Tadi itu kuliah di Malaysia, kuliah di luar negeri. Nanti Kokori marah kak, marah Cici ya. Habislah kalau dia tahu video ini ya. Nah, baik mereka itu kerja kilang, ekspatriat ya, dan lain-lainnya, ada bisnis juga. Nah, itu banyaklah sebabnya ya kan. Nah, ada juga yang sudah di sini ya tak mau balik-balik. Nah, itu yang susahnya kan. Kalau menurut Sari ya, yang Sari rasakan, saya juga foreigner di sini, itu kehidupan ya. Tak tahu macam mana Sari cakapkan. Mungkin ya sudah terbiasa di sini. Itu hari Sari balik kampung kan, ke Medan kan, itu dia sudah tak terbiasa juga dengan kehidupan di sana. Itu disebabkan ya terlampau ramai orangnya. Tapi kalau dulu mungkin Sari oke-oke saja, tapi kalau sekarang Sari sudah nyaman di sini tuh yang agak senyap sikit. Macam mana senyap ya? Tak begitu crowded, macam ramai sangat gitu. Kalau sudah sampai sana itu macam ketakutan ya. Kalau lihat orang, wow, ramai sangat. Nah, itu Sari nyaman di sini tuh macam agak tenang ya. Gitu teman-teman. Nah, dan banyak juga lah orang-orang yang di sini tuh mengajarkan kebaikan juga yang boleh saya ikutin. Nah, itu adalah salah satu alasan saya betah di sini. Oke teman-teman, kita dengarkan tadi adalah daripada orang-orang Indonesia. Sekarang kita tonton dulu ya daripada orang-orang di luar negara. Ini ada daripada Dubai, ada daripada Papua Nugini, and then Jepang ya. Oke, seperti apa kira-kira apa pengalaman mereka? So mari kita tonton videonya. Cium.
What's your name and where are you from?
My name Anna. I came from Dubai. I lived there many years, but I'm from Russia. I'm Russian, but I not live in Russia already 6 years.
Okay, so you're Russian but living in Dubai. So how long have you been in Malaysia?
In Malaysia, I just arrived today because
Baru
I
saja
visit Thailand for 2 months.
2 months.
Yes, I like Asia because Dubai it's very hot. There is no nature. I like more Asia,
Panas,
and
ya?
it's more trees, more green. And nice food, very cheap. Hotels also
Very cheap, ya?
very cheap. Transportation,
Dibandingkan
everything, you know.
Dubai,
And
memang
people so much open, you know.
Okay.
They like to communicate, to help you, you know. In Dubai, you will not find the people like this staying
really?
and make a video. First of all, it's not allowed to make a picture in professional.
Oh, really?
Yes. The police can catch you and take a lot of money, yes. But for your phone, you can make a picture.
Okay.
But like this, no. To make money, no, it's not allowed.
So in Dubai, you cannot take video in public.
Yes.
Dekat
And
KFC kan ada
it's a lot of
yang
rules
gambar-gambar
Okay.
itu
in
kan.
Dubai. But why I
Yang
like
bayar.
Asia because it's freedom.
It's freedom.
Yes, freedom.
Okay.
You can sing, you can dance, you can do whatever you want. Dubai, no. Everybody like
Oh.
on the picture.
Oh, really? Okay. So, what do you think about Malaysian culture?
Malaysian culture is very different from Papua New Guinea culture. Malaysian culture is very sacred, very unique as well too.
Yes.
There's a church, social aspect of it and business aspect of it is different from where I come from in Papua New Guinea.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, you like it?
I like it here, at least a different taste of where we come from, where Papua New Guinea is.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
In Malaysia, no winter.
Please introduce me
Memang know
yourself.
it.
Okay, I'm Tsunami and I'm originally from Japan.
What do you do for living in Malaysia?
I work as a secretary in Malaysia and I also have my YouTube channel and Instagram.
Okay. Why did you decide to move to Malaysia?
Okay, so when I was a university student, I came to Malaysia for language academy to study English. And then before that, I didn't know about Malaysia at all. So I expected that Malaysia is jungle.
Yeah.
Ah, jungle?
But it was not.
Oh, no.
So everything was beyond my expectations. So Malaysia is so nice country, and I was so surprised to see it for the first time.
Okay.
And now, so I like Malaysia, and the one thing I decided to move to Malaysia is in Malaysia no winter. So I don't like winter season in Japan.
Oh.
It's too cold for me. Yes, so that's why I moved to Malaysia. Terima kasih.
Oke. Nah, tadi tuh yang last ini ya, cewek Jepun ini cakap ya. Dia tak tahu Malaysia macam mana ya kan. Dia pikir Malaysia itu adalah jungle, hutan gitu. Dia suka di sini tuh karena tak ada winter ya. Kalau dekat Jepun itu kan ada. Jadi dia tak suka mungkin udara yang sangat dingin. Di sini kan ada juga dingin tapi macam hujan, angin-angin sedikit kan, tapi bukan winter. Nah, itu yang dia suka kenapa di Malaysia ini. Wow, gitu ya, teman-teman. Tadi pasal video pertama tentang Dubai, tadi dikatakannya di dekat Dubai itu dia orangnya, saya pun tak tahu ya, sebab kan saya belum pernah pergi Dubai. Tapi tadi sudah dikatakannya kalau di sini tuh freedom, you can dancing, macam-macam ya, boleh dibuat di sini aktivitas. Kalau di sana itu macam mungkin lah ya, menurut Sari macam serius ya, kehidupannya yang cukup serius. Jadi ya dia datang ke sini itu wow, base-nya di sini. Padahal dia tadi katanya masih baru saja ya datang ke sini. Nah, begitu teman-teman. Oke, kita tonton satu video ini lagi. Apa yang membuat Mat Saleh ini suka datang ke Malaysia? Itu hari ya teman-teman. Ini Mat Saleh ada chat saya tahu. Dia ajak saya collaboration. Tapi ya itu saya pun busy kan, ada anak yang mau diurus, susah juga ya kan keluar. Dan saya itu agak canggung sedikit ya berhadapan dengan Mak Saleh kalau dia gunakan bahasa Inggris. Tapi kalau saya dengan macam orang Malaysia ya gunakan English itu saya boleh juga, boleh faham ya, boleh juga cakap sikit-sikit. Tapi kalau Mak Saleh ya agak gimana gitu ya. Salting duluan ya, dia tuh hari ada chat saya, tapi Sari cakap nanti dulu lah, dia mau ajak collaboration kan. Tapi gimana menurut kalian? Ada yang mau jadi translator saya? Oke teman-teman, kita tontonlah dulu ya apa yang dikatakannya. Seperti apa? Cum. Oke, Malaysia, my honest opinion as an American foreigner. Oke. Ini dia suka buat vlog-vlog juga ya tentang Malaysia.
Hey, welcome to another traveling solo log. It's me Solo, back at you with another video about Malaysia. So today my topic is my honest opinion about the country, being there for a few months as an American foreigner. So that being said, let's smash the like button and subscribe if you still have already. Okay. And let's talk about Malaysia.
Traveling
Firstly,
solo.
let me give you some information about Malaysia, just in case if you don't know. that Malaysia is located in Southeast Asia. The population of the country has around 33 million people, a little bit less than the state of California. It has tropical climate, which is going to make you pretty hot if you do visit. It's hot climate, hot and warm. You'll be sweating every day, but it's nice and sunny, so that's really good. It's diverse with its religion, diverse with its culture. So I'd say Malaysia is like a melting pot with different cultures. It has Malay culture, Chinese culture, Indian culture, European culture. So it's like a whole melting pot country, as I said. So that's why they call it purely Asia, is because you just get a lot of different Asian backgrounds all in one country, which is pretty nice. The country is predominantly Muslim. I believe around 61% of people in Malaysia identify themselves as Muslim, and the rest of the people, they identify themselves with another religion such as Hinduism, Taoism, Christianity, and so forth. So that's some information about the country in a nutshell. I hope I covered it, and if I'm lacking information, which I'm sure I am, because I'm trying to make a short video, leave some comments down below and just add to information about Malaysia. Okay, so now I finished that. So now you have an idea of the country. Okay, so let me first talk to you about the food in the country. So when I first got there, I really didn't know too much about the food culture there. So I just went there, tried out a lot of the dishes, such as nasi kandar, nasi kerabu, which is one of my favorites, and all the different types of nasi. If you don't know what nasi is, nasi just means rice, and then they have like rice dish with like chicken, rice dish with this. So that's like I always say nasi something. So I just want to tell you the food is delicious. It's tasty and it's cheap. So all the above. Me being from a Western country, usually if I pay for a meal outside, I pay maybe like $10, $12 average price. Over there, I got I'll show you on the screen. I got a mango shake and also a rice dish, blue rice dish, which is called nasi kerabu. I got all that for 13 ringgit. That's around $3 US. Or even less.
Murah lah
you
bagi
can't go wrong
mereka,
with the
ya.
prices over there. So food is a big part of Malaysian culture, and since it's being a diverse country, if you want Malaysian food, there's Malaysian food. If you want Chinese food, there's Chinese food. Indian food, they have Indian food, and so forth. So you could get pizza, European food, you name it. Oh man, just thinking about the food. I'm getting hungry.
Me too.
I was surprised. The prices in Malaysia are very good. I'm talking about accommodation, also the food that I just mentioned. Buying clothes. I went to a lot of the street markets. I made a lot of street market videos. You can see the cost over there is very good. So it's a reasonably priced country that if you want to go there and travel, you can, and you won't break the bank if you're a Westerner, or even if you come from another country. So it's a very affordable country. For example, I went on a bus ride, 2-hour bus ride from Malacca, Malaysia to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. It only cost me, the bus ride cost me less than $3. It cost me like 9 ringgit. So, wow, that's a deal. So traveling in the country is pretty cheap if you want to take the bus. Also, if you want to take the plane in the country, it's cheap as well. I took a plane ride from Kuala Lumpur to Penang, which is another place in the northwestern part of the country, which I advise you guys go there. They have a beautiful rainforest over there on a mountain hilltop, which I did make a video about that. And I paid for that, the price for a ticket with my luggage, around $30. So that's also affordable. Then I stayed in a lot of hotels. Some nice hotels, some not so nice hotels. What did I pay? Like around $15 a night, $20 a night, even sometimes around 10.
Bagi dia
So
murah
it's
ya
very
kan.
reasonable.
Kita
So
itu sudah
Malaysia is a
lumayan
very
ya.
reasonably priced country in Southeast Asia. And I would say if you wanted to like budget over there, I can make a full budget video, but just briefly summarize. My living expenses are around $1,000 US per month, give or take. So it was pretty good. Maybe depending how you spend, maybe you could spend less, maybe you could spend more, but that's just basically me being an American foreigner, how much I spent in Malaysia. So the third thing is, I just want to talk about the Malaysian people. You guys are so
Orang-orangnya,
friendly.
ya.
If you're Malaysian, you're watching this, really, I think Malaysian people are very friendly, nice people. I didn't feel like they were mean or aggressive. They're very curious people, nice, gentle, humble.
Wah,
Really, any
Malaysia
Malaysian
tanah tumpah
encounter
darahku.
that I had, it was always positive,
Waktu
nice. I
time.
never had like some guy look at me bad or give me like a death stare or something in some countries. Because a lot of times I'd be recording on the streets,
Oh,
showing
where's
some food, showing this.
country is it?
People were really happy to show me their food, and they're just excited for me as a foreigner to come to their country. So if you do come to Malaysia, just know that they're very happy to see foreigners. And I feel like I'm like part of like a tourism like thing, like just come to Malaysia. But yeah, they're really nice people, so big plus for Malaysia.
Nah, tadi itu adalah beberapa diantaranya ya, food, makanan ya. Kalau di sini memang jangan diragukan lagi ya kan, banyak jenisnya, banyak dari macam negara pun boleh dijumpai di sini ya kan. Macam ke Malaysia aja, daripada mana-mana negara kita sudah ada di Malaysia, satu kali ke sini saja sudah settle. Dan kalau mereka ini ya, Amerika lagi ya, orang-orang di sana guna dolar, mari datang ke sini. Berapa lah makan satu kali? 30 ringgit. Berapa dolar saja itu? Bagi mereka murah saja. Tapi kalau kita ya cukup lumayan kan. Itu yang membuat mereka kata affordable lah makanan-makanan di sini dan harga-harga barangannya. Oh, gitu ya.
I want to talk to you also about their capital city. Kuala Lumpur is an amazing city. It's very well developed. It has great public transportation. I would say this has to be one of the best countries I went to for public transportation. They have buses, they have trains, they have monorails, they have like every type of public transportation you want. And it's very cheap and affordable. Actually, the first month I was there, for the first week I was there as well, they were giving out free tokens for the public transportation in Kuala Lumpur. Shopping, which I know many people do that are watching this video, Malaysia has, or actually some of the world's largest malls. So if you want to shop till you drop, come to Malaysia. I'm serious. I've been to Dubai. They have gigantic malls over there as well. But Kuala Lumpur has some of the most massive malls I've ever seen in my life. They even have an indoor theme park in one of their malls called Times Square. And all the stuff that I'm talking to you in this video, if you want to see separate videos about like what I'm talking to, just check out my channel. I made a lot of videos about Malaysia. Also, something I want to talk to you about, since I'm a traveler, American traveler, that in Malaysia, a lot of people know how to speak English, which is great. So if you want to travel around Malaysia or ask a question about something, like something about the food, or I don't know, you just have any random question, people could speak English and they're willing to help you. And if the person doesn't know how to speak English, somebody around them will speak English. So it's great. So you can get easy communication in Malaysia with other people. And something that I was blessed with to see is I was able to see a lot of different Malaysian cultural experiences, such as I got to see Eid, which is a Muslim holiday in Malaysia. I got to see Malaysia Day, got to see Malaysia Independence Day, which I'll put some clips. They know how to really celebrate their things. For Malaysia Independence Day, they had a big parade. A lot of people from different public sectors were just having fun, showing off different public vehicles and whatnot. And Malaysia Day, which is a little bit different than Independence Day, they had fireworks, they had music performers. They really know how to celebrate things in Malaysia. So there's a lot of activities always going around. I also went to this one thing called Malaysian Games, where people were playing their local sports, and also spectators, people could just join if they want to for some of the sports and activities over there. So they have a lot of activities there. It's a really nice country. I really had a great time in Malaysia. Malaysia is one of my favorite countries in the world, and I'd love to go back. I didn't really have any negative experiences, really. The only one negative experience that I'm thinking on top of my head was once I bought a burger called Ramly Burger, and people said I got charged too much. I got charged for like 10 RM, which is like $2 something for a burger. For as a Westerner, I don't think that's too expensive, but people are saying I should have got charged like half the price. But it's okay. You know, people get ripped off. Foreigners get ripped off in any country, but in general, Malaysia is a good country, and only got ripped off one time out of my 3 months. So yeah, guys, let me know what you think about Malaysia. Would you want to go there? And if you're Malaysian, what do you think about your country? Do you love it? What do you think? Like, should foreigners come to your country or should they not? Please let me know. As always, smash the like button and subscribe.
Pertanyaannya kan, kalau untuk kalian orang Malaysian, macam mana kalian? Apakah kalian suka negara kalian? Ya mestilah kan. Saya pun foreigner juga, orang asing pun. Ya kalian tahulah jawabannya. Nanti kalau saya cakap kan, wah banyak komentar ya netizen daripada negara saya ya. Kalian tahu-tahu saja lah ya teman-teman. Oke, nah itu tadi adalah beberapa opini dia, pendapat dia about Malaysian and America foreigner ya. Oke teman-teman, tadi ada beberapa lah people ya, orang-orangnya ramah ya, makanan affordable, makanannya banyak jenis di sini, apalagi tadi katanya public transport ya. Di sini banyak ya mall-mall besar, mall raksasa ya, dekat KL spesialnya juga. Nah gitu. So itu tadi yang dikatakannya. Kalau kalian ada pandangan lain, kalian boleh bagi komentarnya dekat ruang komen dekat bawah. So segitu aja video kali ini. Terima kasih telah menonton. See you on my next video. Bye.